to start again with just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So here's what I wanted to do tonight. Heck of a day. Super frustrating. Trying to get better audio for everybody, but I'm going to tell you what. If you don't have a producer to do that stuff for you, it's a mess. It's just a mess. I don't understand a lot of it. Yeah, I had it pretty screwed up here for most of the day, but I want to go over a lot of the things that we are that people are talking about, especially on Facebook. Gosh, I can't tell you. People are, there's no proof of fraud, there's none of this, there's none of that, and then there's plenty of proof that there was fraud. What you have to remember about Donald Trump is that he is a master chess player. He knows what he's doing. His legal team knows what they're doing. They got it together. Does this all mean that he's going to still be president? It just really depends on whether the Democrats and Dominion covered their tracks well enough. We know Dominion didn't. We know the software was designed for a specific reason, and that is to rig elections. We know that. And the governor in Texas will tell you that, the lieutenant governor, when they pitched their platform to Texas, the reason Texas didn't use it and didn't buy it was simply because of that. It was not secure. You could literally plug a USB into the port with your cell phone and download all of the information in that program into your phone. You could literally, there's a video out there of the lieutenant governor telling you what all about this program. You could literally change the vote from one candidate to another candidate. You could delete the ballot, and you can do all these things from your cell phone. So it wouldn't take much, and that was why, and they didn't use it in Texas. And as I can verify it, or my roommate can verify, while we were watching some of these numbers during the election, on election night, I literally asked him, why are the votes changing? Why are they going up and down? If they're counted, shouldn't they? If you have 1,000 votes counted, shouldn't 1,000 votes be there? But it was literally, you could watch 560 votes tally up for Trump, and then literally watch those votes be taken away and watch Biden's numbers go up. So it really was interesting, and I mentioned that to my roommate. But not knowing at that point really what was happening, not knowing too much about the Dominion system, I didn't even know we were using it. When I got a message from somebody very close to me in another country that told me that their country had used it, and they sent me an article on it, and they basically warned me about it. But at that time I didn't know, because this was back in around the beginning of the year that they sent me that article. So that being said, I mean, people are telling us that there's no proof, but there is proof. There's plenty of it. And I just wanted to play a little clip here from. I'm going to tell you, when you're watching mainstream media, you're missing so much. Because you're not getting the whole truth, and I kind of feel bad about it. So this is Newsmax, and I want Greg Kelly, Newsmax, amazing. The stuff that they tell you, if you actually listen to both sides of the story, if you listen to what the Democrats are talking about, and if you listen to what the Republicans are talking about. And it's amazing the things that mainstream media is not telling you. You know, I wanna bring up a point. I don't know if it's true or not. I saw an article somewhere was talking about CNN being sold or being up for sale, and I thought to myself, well, yeah, their credibility is shot. Yeah, you don't hang on to it too long, because then it'll lose its value altogether. So if that's true, so I wanna play this little video, and I wanna comment on it a little bit as we go along. So let's watch.
Folks, we got some news out of Michigan, and this could be very significant from the Detroit Law to Jenna Ellis first. Breaking this evening, the County Board of Canvassers in Wayne County, Michigan, refused to certify the election results. If the state board follows suit, the Republican state legislator will select the electors. Huge win for Donald Trump. Very, very interesting. They found major problems with...
Let's see here. Absentee voting precincts didn't match the very significant from the Detroit. Well, actually, we'll go to Jenna Ellis first. Breaking this evening, the County Board of Canvassers in Wayne County, Michigan, refused to certify the election results. If the state board follows suit, the Republican state legislator will select the electors. Huge win for Donald Trump. Very, very interesting. They found major problems with, let's see here, absentee voting precincts didn't match the number of ballots cast. The imbalances between August and November are not an exact comparison, but look.
Let's stop there for a second. Okay. The number of ballots didn't match the number of voters. How is that possible? How can you have more ballots than you have registered voters? That makes no sense to me, but I'm going to get rid of this closed captioning real quick. Actually, I'll leave it up there. All right, let's continue on here.
Look, there's a lot here, and we've got the perfect person, Sidney Powell, standing by, member of President Trump's legal team. Sidney, welcome, and I know you've been handling a lot of the Georgia situation and Dominion, but your reaction to the situation in Michigan, please.
Well, that's an excellent development, and I would expect the entire Michigan board to reject the counts from the ballots. The election could not have been more rigged. than it was. And I think it also affected the race of Senator John James. The same patterns fall there. We're still doing statistical analysis of that race, but the math just doesn't add up for anything. And we know Dominion has a long history of rigging elections. That's what it was created to do to begin with. We've introduced the affidavit of the person who worked with Maduro, a high-ranking military officer who saw it all happen and explained how it worked. And it's out for the public to see on my Twitter feed at Sidney Powell #1. So don't tell me there's no evidence of fraud. We've got increasingly mounting evidence of significant fraud across multiple states that casts into question the validity of the elections in every swing state. Including Nevada and Arizona and Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia, and it went beyond that too.
You know, regarding Dominion, you've raised this, and we saw the letter last night. People like Elizabeth Warren, Amy Klobuchar have raised significant concerns about Dominion. Now they're trying to make it seem like a right-wing, wacko conspiracy concern, even though people like PBS were raising serious issues about Dominion just before the election. I heard you say today Dominion, the software, was actually designed to be hacked, and I'm looking at one of the agreements they had with the County of Santa Clara on, this is a contract between them and Dominion. Item 226 allows staff to adjust tally based on review of scanned ballot images. Look, you're the lawyer. I'm no tech expert, but that sounds very, very funky to me.
That sounds pretty funky to me too. Listen, if you, nobody should ever during any election ever be able to adjust the tally of the votes. Ever. That is not what we are about. That's not what America is about. There should not be any adjusting of tallies, vote tallies. What he just said was, right there, you can take votes away, you can add votes to another candidate. It's wrong. I don't care how you look at it. Let's play a little bit more.
And worse than that, it had a back door so it could be manipulated by anyone who could access it through that back door. And that was a deliberate feature. The affidavit of the young military officer we provided yesterday to the public explains how it was created for that very purpose.
It was created for that very purpose, to rig elections.
So Hugo Chavez would never lose another election. And he did not after that software was created. He won every single election, and then they exported it to Argentina and other countries in South America, and then they brought it here. And it's a foreign company no matter how you look at it. So they've already violated the president's order against foreign interference in our elections. Our votes were actually eventually counted in Barcelona, Spain, or Frankfurt, Germany, on foreign servers.
That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. On foreign servers, our elections were tallied. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? They showed the whole trail, if you will, in another video that I was watching, and so they said, well, the voting machines are not hooked to the internet. They're not. The counting machines are. The tally machines are hooked to the internet, and those ballots are counted, and then they're stored on a server, and then it was shipped to that information was sent to different countries to be tallied, and that's when things started to get funky. So let's keep watch.
It's absolutely stunning, and what's really stunning is the effort that is being mounted against getting the truth out on this. But you have to realize that every tech company, every media company, every social media company, scads of globalist corporations have been doing business in countries with these dictators that have been installed through this rigged election system for decades. The corruption is actually worldwide. It is going to upset a countless number of elections across this country and around the world.
All right.
But we need to do that to get rid of the corruption.
It does make a lot of sense now how Joe Biden campaigned, i.e. not campaigning. Their team seemed to know something. If this is true about the...
Well, I absolutely believe that. Okay, I don't want to get too far into this. I'm going to post a link to this on there, but it's absolutely true. Everything that they're saying right there is true. It's proven. Let me let's get back to this. Let's see here. Okay, that's Newsmax. So you folks that are listening to CNN, listening to all of these other mainstream media networks, are not getting the full truth about what's coming out. See, what the mainstream media wants you folks to do is get comfortable and go, yes, 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 Joe Biden won, but they're not giving you facts. They're saying there's no fraud. And well, you have proof right there. There's fraud. Okay? There's big stuff happening. Big news is starting to drop about what's happening with this election. Everybody, see, Donald Trump is a master chess player. I love his strategy. While he's got the Democrats spinning, they just don't know what to do now, because he knew this was coming. He knew this was going to happen. He was well prepared for it. Okay, and now he had the Democrats thinking they were going to go after the tally of the votes so that they could try and get it into the Supreme Court, and they would declare Trump the president still for a second term, and they may still very well do that. That is a very clear reality, okay, when you look at stuff like this. And so I don't think that Nancy Pelosi and the Democratic Party had any idea that that wasn't his focus. He just wanted to get the recounts, because when the numbers are different, then he can go after the Dominion software. That's where he's going with this. I guarantee it. It's not just the Supreme Court. It's the Dominion software. They played right into his hands. The Democrats did what they were trying to do, okay, and it failed. It's failing, because all of this is going to go directly to the Supreme Court. And is there any way that they're going to find that this election had no fraud with that kind of control over the system? Dominion's software Their selling point is that you can manipulate it. That's the selling point. That's the big deal. That's what they sell. They sell the controllability of the software. How can you not look at this, listen to this? And this isn't the only video out there about this. If you truly want democracy, I don't care if you're a Democrat, I don't care if you're Republican, independent, or otherwise, if you truly believe in democracy, look it up, do some fact checking. I'm going to post a link to this on my Facebook. I don't want to keep this going for too long. We'll do other videos. I apologize. A lot of this stuff I'm still getting used to, but we'll get there. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys watching. We'll talk to you guys soon. Maybe, if I can figure out how to get out of here.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. There's pride in every American heart, and it's time